Good afternoon or good day, everyone. This is Evangeline Byers, candidate for president of TWU Local 100. And today I have with me a candidate for vice chair of line equipment signals, Mr. Galliano Francois. Today I'm going to interview him and he's going to talk to you about why he's decided to run and just issues relating to his department. So with that being said, welcome Galliano. How are you?
I'm good, Miss Evangeline. Good afternoon.
Yes, good afternoon. So let's just get right into it. Why is it that you've decided to step up and run for vice chair of your department?
Well, I decided to step up and run for vice chair because the things I've seen in my department since when I started here in 2018 to current now, I didn't like it. So I said the best way to try to see if we could get things changed is to get involved. So that's why I decided to run to get involved and see if we could get the things changed.
Okay, what would you do differently that the present administration is doing? What are the things that you would do differently that you see that needs to be changed in your department?
Well, what I would do different is communication. Try to better communicate with our members here in my department. Which is if it's communicating with them through social media platform, any social media platform to get the information that we need to I need to get across to them, and also better have better communication with our members with face to face, making myself more
Hmm.
accessible to the members.
Okay. So also, how long have you been on the job, Francois?
I've been working for New York City Transit for 5 years. I started as a transit
Okay.
electrical apprentice, and then in 2021 I was then got promoted to the title of elevator and escalator maintainer.
Okay, so you're a tier six member that has stepped up to run for office. So that's great. We need more tier six members getting involved in this election. Uh, the tier six is now the majority on the property, and it's time for tier six to start getting involved in their union. So this is great to have you aboard. Let's talk about the issues. What are the issues in your department that you're going to address?
Well, the first issue I'd like to talk about what our members are having is when it comes to the maintenance procedures, the procedures
Hmm.
we have to follow when it comes the procedures we have to follow for escalators and elevators. Some of the members and have seen it myself is some of the members thinking that the procedures that we have currently now is too long. It's too long, and sometimes it get too long. It gets too long that sometimes you can't take the lunch break that we need, the lunch break that we're that is due to us, the 30 minutes break, due to how long these procedures are. So going forward, I want to try to work to see if we can that any changes that needs to be done with those procedures going forward, that these changes could be brought to the members first for review, and that when the members see it, that they can have a voice. They would decide if that could be added on to the procedures.
Okay. What are some of the other issues you want to deal with?
I also want to see if we can try to improve our working conditions. Like for
Mhm.
example, many of our members, including myself, we go to these motor rooms, especially now where we're in the summer months. These motor rooms is really hot. Sometimes the temperatures could be 100 or 100 plus because we're underground, and then sometimes these temperatures is so much that sometimes is we can't effectively do the maintenance properly or the repairs we need to do for these equipments because due to the heat. So sometime going forward, we should try to see if we can get in, our department to try to see if they can put better ventilations in our motor rooms and also more AC units in our motor rooms to make sure that members, when they're in there working, doing maintenance or repairs, that they can work comfortably and they don't have to feel restless when they're trying to do the necessary maintenance or repairs.
Right, because that also affects, safety in the department.
Exactly.
Okay. What are some of the other issues that you're going to tackle?
The next thing I want to try to see we can try to get into in our PS248 where we go to try to see if we can get a class where it can help members who already have the license, who already have the license. They could go there to PS248 and take the necessary course that they need to renew their license. And members who don't have their license already, they can go there to also go there to take the classes that they need there at the school PS248, able to obtain the mechanic license that they need according to New York State, to able to work on the equipments that we have here in transit. And also to not also help our existing members. Also, we have a class that members in the TA system as a whole, if they want to join E&E, they can enroll in that class, get the necessary credit they need to able to join our department E&E, which can help us with the manpower that we need here at E&E.
Okay, what about the mechanics title? Talk about that.
Well, right now that's the next thing we members, myself and other members, we have brought that up in the union hall, and we also try to bring that up in the current in this pick that we're having right now. We try to see if we can get a change in title, because that's how the New York State says they consider us as mechanics. This is how we had to get the New York State mechanic license. We're trying to get now officially get that on paper, because which we want to see if we can get that officially on paper, because that can also help us in supporting our case and try to see if we can get an increase in pay. That's the next thing.
Okay. How about the issue of the contractors? I know we've discussed in length about with everybody when we've been out in the field and talking to different members that that was an issue that they wanted addressed. Is that something that you're going to be working on to see how you can get the contractors off of the property from doing your exclusive work?
Well, what I'm doing in that process, when I hear members talk about contractors and stuff, what we're gonna what I will try to see going forward is together with other members, we can see those contracts that's coming in. We together with other guys, we can review those contracts, see what they're going to do, and try to see if we can reduce the amount of time that they're on our properties. And I think together while we're doing that, and we're trying to reduce the time, we can also better ourselves in our department by giving providing more classes to our members, but providing more classes to our members for we to be more updated on current rules and procedures for our industry, for guys to be more equipped in doing the work here.
Okay. And what about the when it comes to the contractors, you just mentioned and you've been mentioning, you all have been talking about it, that you've reached out to your department heads to find out and to get to look at and see what are these contracts that they've signed. And, to date, you said that they haven't given you or produced any of the paperwork to show you, like, why is it that they're doing your exclusive work? What is it that was agreed upon? And the chair and vice chair of your department have consistently said that they don't have that information. Is that correct?
Well, yes, some of the members, some of the other members in my department here have been reaching out to our vice chair in the union, and also our chairman, Mr. Walls and Mr. Canty, and some they said they try to try to get those contracts to see what is actually in them, to know what it was agreed upon, and to know success. Some of the members say they haven't. The members have said they haven't been able to get access to see what is actually was written in those contracts.
Oh, okay. Okay. So moving on, what was the reason? What made you join uh, the Stronger Together slate and support me for president of Local 100? What led to that
Well,
decision?
well, or maybe want to support Miss Evangeline and the Stronger Together slate, because before I joined the team, I would see videos of her and her team out there talking about medical when it comes to the retiree medical, how she wants to try to work hard to protect the medical of the active employees and try to restore the medical of the retirees. And then when I heard that, I liked it a lot, because medical is important to me. The main reason why medical is important to me, because well, me personally, I had a liver transplant. And we're having a liver transplant, but some of you probably know or don't know. We had to take. Well, for me, I have to take medications able to keep my my liver numbers regulated and normal. So it's important for me to have reliable medical and stable medical, that I'm able to stay healthy and stay strong, that I can able to do my work here in the
Hmm.
TA.
Okay. So before we close out, I just want us to touch on the issue of Tier 6. You know, you spoke about it a little while ago that you are Tier 6. And how do you feel about the pension plan, knowing that under Tier 6, we are officially the first tier to retire in poverty? How do you feel about that?
Well, after hearing that and then seeing what is out there with doing the research, I didn't like it at all, and I hope together that together with Miss Evangeline and this and the new team that's coming in here in the union, that we can improve it to make sure we have a better have a better retirement for all of us here at Tier 6.
Okay. So this was a good interview. Thank you, Galliano, for coming on and letting the members hear from you. This is very important. We are in the midst of an election year, and we know that we always have to deal with voter suppression at Local 100. So if you see on the ticker at the bottom of the screen, there is the number to call if you need a ballot. So if you find yourself during this election cycle not being able to get a ballot or not receiving a ballot, we have put here at the bottom of the ticker the number to call. We have a Get Out to Vote campaign going on at Local 100, where we want members to understand that this is our election to win. We have already won it. We just have to ensure that we get our ballots, right? The dissent is high. It is very clear that everybody wants new leadership and you want change. You want something not just in word, but something that you can feel, that you can see, and is in action. And so, if you support me for president, and many of you do, the majority of you do, here is the number to call if you do not receive a ballot, or to call to just get your ballot in November. On November 18th, you can call for a ballot. The number is 800-529-5218. And if you need to check your dual status, please call Roy Plotnick, 212-873-6000, to ensure that you are able to run and also receive a ballot and vote in this upcoming election. It is very important that you get involved. So on the bottom of the screen, running at the bottom is the ticker, and it has the number, email addresses, and all of the information that you need to ensure that you get a ballot, that you're in good standing to vote. And I thank you, Galliano, again for coming on and just sharing and letting the members get a chance to hear and see who you are. So remember, everyone, that we are stronger together. Make sure you vote the Stronger Together slate in November. Once again, thank you all for tuning in and listening to this interview with Mr. Galliano Francois, Vice Chair, candidate for Vice Chair of Blind Equipment Signals in the Department of Elevator and Escalator. Have a good day.
Okay, bye bye.